core strong. It's more than just the physical. All right, guys, this is kicking off my actual training right here. This week is 10 tens. All right, 10 sets of 10 on squat, bench, and deadlift. My first two sets here was with 145. Feeling good, feeling great. Just to go back and inform y'all again, for the past few years, ever since 2014, horseplaying, I did something to my knee and it affected my hips, and I had took off some time and didn't lift or anything, so it really affected my hips. So I had a tilted hip on the right side, and as you can see, my squats are looking pretty even. For a while, through that time, my squats would be uneven. You can kind of see it here and there where I go down and I'm kind of lopsided there, but it's getting better and better. I've been doing a lot of mobility work, a lot of yoga, might as well say, a lot of yoga. But yes, this here is my fifth set here. Feeling good, feeling great, form is good, groove is good. And as you see me go through these sets of my squat, you'll notice that I'm getting better and better. My drive is getting better and better. A lot of people don't understand what tens do for you, and a lot of people think, well, that's cardio if you do a lot of reps and all that, which I've seen in the comments and things like that. But what 10-10s do is condition not only the body but the mind. You're conditioning your form and technique, and you're conditioning your mind to maintain that positioning. Okay, and you need this. You need to be able to withstand heavy weights or weight for a long period of time while having to maintain your positioning. That's very, very important, and people don't understand that. Nobody likes doing tens, and I definitely don't like doing tens, but I love what they do for me. So that's a huge part of my training. If I don't do 10-10s, then my training won't be there at all, by no means, okay? So, like I said, as you see me, I get better and better. One thing that a lot of people don't understand is I'm also building my second wind. People don't even think about things like your second wind in lifting. You have a second wind in everything. You have a second wind in running. You have a second wind in boxing, MMA. You have to be able to develop your conditioning of going through reps, okay, reps after reps. Because once you start doing that and you get into heavy weight, you'll be able to warm up properly, and when you get to your work sets are nothing, okay? So this looked like my second to last set here with 315, and it felt great. But I did have some issues on this set here. My last set of 315 for 10. I want to say around rep 7 and 8, the bar kind of slid down my back, and I kept squatting, and I immediately got a crick in my neck, which was aggravating. I had for the next 4 to 5 days, but I had to reset because of the slippage and the tightening up of my trap because of the bar, which you'll see right after this rep here. I had to reset and come back to it. Took just about a minute and came right back to it and hit it. But always get your reps. Always get your reps. Very, very, very important. My bench, which has been lagging the most out of all three, because ever since, I would say probably like the past 6 months, I haven't been benching until just recently. My bench is coming along with since the past few weeks of prepping for my 10-10s. So I'm pretty happy with how it's going. Mental drive is good. Physical drive is good because of the mental drive is getting back into the groove. Feeling strong, really feeling strong, and I'm liking the feel of getting back in the groove. Here I am benching on the balls of my feet. Usually I bench flat-footed, but due to the hip problems that I've been having, I had to change back to balls of my feet. And that's one thing too, as well, is people don't take advantage of learning how to bench all different ways. Especially with a lifter like me, I don't care what meet it is, what organization. If I want to lift in that meet, I'm going to lift in that meet. So I'm always prepared and know how to lift flat-footed, know how to lift on the balls of my feet, know how to lift with my head down or with my head up while benching, and lifting with the suicide grip, or lifting with my thumb around the bar. So that's a huge thing too, is take advantage of really figuring out how to do these lifts, not just one way because it's more comfortable for you than the other ones. Learn how to lift all ways so you can be a well-rounded lifter. Now on my last 4 sets, which is 200, I told y'all I go by feel. So however the weight feel, I stick with the weight or go up or go back down. So after my second set of 200, I decided for my last 2 sets I'm going to stay with 200 to make sure I get all my reps, because that's very important. If you don't get all your reps, then you're missing out on training. So they came out pretty good, and on my last set, I don't know if this is my last set or not, on my last set of 10, I fatigued out and had to reset, but I came back and got it. Sat there, took a couple good breaths. Yeah, this is the last set. Take a couple good breaths, and then came back and got the last couple. So I stalled out right there. I think that was at 9, and then I came back and did 2 more just for the hell of it. But yeah, you got to make sure you get all your reps, and preferably to where you don't have to stop, okay? But you want it to be a challenge, and I think I did a great job of calling my numbers with this, so I can get my reps in, okay? So, to deadlift. Deadlift's been feeling great. Since this is my first real week of training, my 10-10s, I got the deficit box out the way, and first 2 sets was 135. Feeling good, feeling great. Yeah, it's I don't know what to say. This shit feels too damn good. But yep, first 2 sets, like I said, was 135. Then I jumped to 225 for the next 2 sets. Nice and smooth, nice and controlled, maintaining my positioning, and really dialing in my form. All my sets were beautiful until my very last set, which is to be expected, you know. My last set, I was really fatigued, and you'll be able to see it. So I'll talk a little bit more about that when we get there. So this should be my 4th set, end of my 4th set here. 225, then I jumped to 315. Nice and smooth, just pushing the legs in the ground and standing straight up. You see no hinges whatsoever in these lifts here, just standing up. A lot of people feel the need of hinging the back backwards, and that's where you're taking a lot out of your body and putting a lot on your lower back, and making the lift a lot harder. So you want to stand straight up and down. That's all we're doing. That's all the deadlift is standing straight up and down. So first set of 4 or 5 here, maintaining good confidence. My feet feel so planted and grounded into the ground. Feel like I could jump through the roof right now. Everything's just feeling good. I rushed a little bit there. I think this one I really took my time because I knew I kind of rushed that last set. Second set of 4 or 5 here, so this would be my 8th set. Feeling good still, and this is the 9th set here with 455 for 10. Felt good, felt great. Form looks beautiful. I'm proud of this right here, but I am definitely not proud of this last set here. Look how high I am. That was a lot of maintaining with the back, so my form is definitely off, and you can see that I'm rushing this. My hands was getting a lot of work as far as grip strength, maintaining that weight. But hey, it is what it is. Expect to not be perfect, but I got it all done.